Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a love reading for my dearest Leos. Leo, we're going to take a look at the person that you're meant to marry, and if these messages resonate with you, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And just a friendly reminder, I am available for private readings, so if you're after one, I do have those links down below. All right, Leo, let's see who this person is and get as much info about them as possible. All right, so they're showing up as the Six of Cups, so Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces energy here. All right, we're seeing the Ace of Wands. Okay, somebody you're going to be very physically attracted to. All right, they're viewing you as the Seven of Wands, the best of the best, very ride or die energy. And the relationship, we see the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so I definitely feel this is going to be a new type of relationship. And we see the Ace of Swords. Now, the Ace of Swords and the Six of Cups, for me as a reader, can indicate that this is some type of reconciliation. But I'm not getting for a lot of you that this is an ex, okay? So it could just be somebody that you've crushed on and it's taken some while for them to come back into your life for one reason or the other. But just trust your intuition with the messages that come through here. The Ace of Swords tells me this is somebody who has a very quick wit. This is somebody who's intelligent. This is somebody who's honest. I also feel this is somebody who likes to learn, somebody who likes to read. And, you know, I think you're going to be very, very drawn to their intellect here. Some of you might meet this person in some type of learning environment or when they're like going back to school or they're in school. Some of you may have gone to school with this person. The Six of Cups tells me this person is really sweet. They're very romantic. I just see it being a really sweet energy coming through. The Seven of Pentacles, this is somebody who's very patient. This is somebody who takes their time. They're strategic. And I also feel they do that because this person really gives a lot, Leo, when they're in love or when they're in a committed connection. So they really want to make sure, or they've learned that they need to make sure that whomever they give their love to is somebody that they can really trust. Okay? Some of you, this person has been waiting for you, maybe waiting for you to get out of a relationship, waiting for you to come back into their life. And we see the Emperor, Aries energy. Some of you, this person is their own boss. Now, again, they could have Aries placements, but I'm also seeing here that this person is somebody who's very powerful, very strategic. So I kind of like this energy because they may not show this sweet side to everyone, but of course that is a side that you're going to see. Or maybe some people have a tendency to underestimate this person because they are in that sweet and kind energy. But like behind the scenes, this person's like a real boss, right? We see Hierophant energy, so they could have strong Taurus in their chart. Again, a confirmation for me that you two are really compatible, and it's also one of my marriage cards in the tarot. All right. Someone here might be really into Lord of the Rings, like has read all the books or just loves to rewatch those movies. That's a really specific message, not for all of you. All right, let's see what else we need to know about this person. Or maybe they're just into, or someone here is into like fantasy, like watching or reading fantasy books like The Wheel of Time, Lord of the Rings, like those sagas. All right. So we see this person may have strong earth in their chart, so possibly Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. This is somebody who's solid. Yeah, that earth energy makes this person dependable, predictable, steady. They could have Libra in their chart, okay? So they're ruled by Venus. They enjoy beauty. Fairness and harmony in their relationships is important to them. And I also think this person is very put together. The way that they look, the way they present themselves to the world is put together, so they don't is important to them, rather. They like to be put together. And yeah, they take pride in their appearance. I don't think this person likes to be messy or disheveled. And we see that this person may be an entrepreneur, which I was getting off of that Emperor energy. All right, so let's take a look and see this Ace of Wands coming through here. You're going to be very physically attracted to this person. It does feel like there's somebody who takes good care of their body, their health, but that sexual chemistry is going to be there from the get-go. All right. And we have this person loves animals. Okay, beautiful. They may have, pets, or they just, one of those people that loves to stop and pet other people's dogs and things like that. There's major attraction here for the two of you. I see that right off the bat, that strong chemistry. And for some of you, this person has black hair. Some of you, this may start off as a brief encounter as well, but that's not going to be for all of you. What else do my Leos need to know here about this person? What else do my Leos need to know about this person, please? How will they identify them? So they may have more vowels than consonants in one of their names, first, middle, or last. I'm actually getting they might have like a 4-letter name, and like, 2 of them may be vowels. All right. This person is physically active, so they like to work out, or they like to go for walks, or they like to go to the gym, or they hike, or they do yoga. This person may have 3 siblings, so come from a larger family. And we also see for some of you, this person might have blue or light-colored eyes. All right, let's go ahead and see clear messages, advice, and guidance. What else do we need to know about this person? What else do my Leos need to know about this sweet energy, sweet and powerful energy? So yeah, this does look like it's a water sign, or they have strong Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces in their chart. Strong earth and water, so Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn coming through twice, so strong confirmation there. And we see that this person is, is long-term material, so they're a life partner, committed, wanting a family, to blend families. And again, a family can look like different things for different people. It doesn't have to necessarily include children, but it could be, your fur babies, right? And we also see that this person is very romantic, so yeah, I definitely get that with that watery energy. This person is going to like, to wine and dine you, or to be wine and dined, like receiving flowers and gifts, taking little vacations, just doing little romantic getaways and things like that. Now, with the 7 of Wands here, I feel, Leo, this person sees you, they might see you as a little bit guarded at first when you two meet. But I also feel like this person, I feel like they're probably into astrology, so they're probably going to ask you what your sign is and be like, oh, okay, like Leos, when they love hard, they love deep, they're very ride or die. Okay, but they may be a little bit worried that you're a little bit guarded or standoffish at first. All right. We see the Justice card, so you both might have Libran placements. But this person sees you as very fair and just, okay? They know that you enjoy beauty, that you take good care of yourself. They like the way you look. And I think they're also going to know that you like that they also take pride in their appearance. And they see you as somebody that really prioritizes fairness and harmony within relationships. They see you as balanced. But again, this person might be a little bit unsure if you're into them in the beginning. All right, and we have the 5 of Pentacles here. So this is usually my ride or die card, but this person, Leo, may have a tendency to see you someplace where you're on your own. So wherever you might meet this person, it's like you might see them oftentimes, like, you could be walking to work, or maybe when you go to the gym and you work out. But I also feel like this person, might feel like you hold back a little bit in love, Leo, at least as long as you're getting to know each other. Because I think this person is very sensitive, okay? Let's see, what do they admire about my Leos? Okay, we see some of you could be teachers, or the nature of your job is teaching people, communicating knowledge, experience, skill, and wisdom. I also think this person sees that they have a lot to learn from you. And Leo, they're seeing you as the God archetype. I love it. But they see you as benevolent and compassionate. Okay, they see you as definitely a force to be reckoned with. And what might this person not like about my Leos? What might this person not like about my Leos? Okay, so past trauma. So you need to take time for yourself and heal your past trauma before moving on. So they might be a little bit worried that you're unhealed when you meet. And maybe that's why you hold back a little bit, or maybe they feel you come off as indifferent or cold at the very beginning, or maybe in that brief encounter where you meet, or however you meet. they may also be somebody who's very empathic and sensitive. And so if they hear that you've been through something very serious, maybe during childhood or another relationship, it's going to cut them deep, right? Very empathic energy. Now, Leo, at times this person may see you as demanding. So you set impossible standards for your partner to meet, be less demanding. So for some of you, what they don't like is that you may have what they seemingly impossible standards. Okay, so just, be aware of that. With the Page of Pentacles, though, I feel like you two are going to be doing a lot of learning and growing together. So again, you might like to, swap books or listen to books together, watch documentaries together. But I also feel like this is like traveling and taking little adventures where you're always constantly kind of pushing each other and also learning from one another. I think it's going to be a new type of relationship is kind of what I'm getting. Like one that, makes you want to be better and vice versa. Spirit's saying just beware of maintaining balance within this connection. Okay? Make sure you also do self-love and self-care. And for some of my Leos, you may need to clear your energy field and focus on yourself before acting. All right, and we see integrity. Does this situation align with your values and your morals? Okay, so again, there may be moments within this connection, which I think happens in a lot of long-term connections, where you're going to have to check in and make sure, like, are we on the same page? Do we want the same things for the future? But because this is the person that you're meant to marry, I feel like that is the case. Okay, so it may just be more so at the beginning of the relationship. And that may come from, being raised very differently or just coming from very different backgrounds. All right, Leos, let's see what else we need to know about this person. So it's going to be a physical connection. So the sacred union of bodies, two becoming one. Okay, so again, very strong physical chemistry. A lot of you, you're going to meet in the physical, so you may not meet online. And we see friendly support. Some of you may meet through friends, or maybe this is going to be like a friends first connection. All right, let's see. Oop, this card definitely wants out. For timing here, Leos, we see this month. So I am doing this connection in the month of July. So this person may already be around you, or you're going to be meeting them anywhere between, July and August. Or those are just going to be very pivotal months for you and this person. All right, my lovely Leo, I'm sending you so much love and light. Take care.